found a road. Maybe not a camp spot. A couple of trees are on the road. Oh, Steve is doing a good job. Yeah. So, have a little walk. I feel a little bit better. Yeah, I think the antibiotics are working now, so I'm happy. Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's a bit weird spot where we're standing, but it's at least it's quiet. Nobody there. So, and that's nice when you are sick. So, yeah. So, see you later.
A little hideaway. That's how we camp out most of the time, in hideaways in the state forest. We did the cooking today. All 6 days been cooked. I mean the meals for them. Monica just did a stretch there behind me. She still feels a bit sick, huh?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sick.
Yeah, but getting better.
I'm on the antibiotics.
Yeah,
So
I did the cooking today, Monica the cutting.
yeah.
But yeah, we got everything done.
Yeah.
And go for a small
Small.
stroll
Yeah.
here down the hill. We're on 500-meter height here in the Latrobe Valley, sort of part of it, and a bit of a stretch of the legs now. So let's go before the thunder comes back. The 1st of December, and we had quite a bit of thunder just an hour ago. We have to stay in the car in the Faraday's cage, so do the dogs, not to be in any danger. But yeah, we'll probably have to do it again in an hour's time. The end of a forest road offshoot that I used for logging the flat area on top. There's plenty of these spots around if you look for them. This one has internet as well, and shade. It's not much, there's no running water or anything, but because of the rain in the coming day, we can collect enough to hang around here for 6 days if we want to. And with the current fuel prices in our budget, that's a good thing. To level the car on this pretty steep decline, I sort of dug in the front wheels and lifted the rear wheels sort of max on the plastic spaces. So we're sort of level, not completely, but enough to have a good night's rest. Good morning. Today is 4th of December 2021, and we're still at our Latrobe Valley State Forest spot. We've been here for the last 4 days, and it's been raining like on and off for 3 days now. That's the Australia weather phenomenon where there's a lot of rain instead of very long droughts. So it oscillates sort of five years El Nino, and then 2 years El Nino. This is second year, and so thank God there's no forest fires anywhere, but there's a lot of growth. and backburning only represents 1% of Australia's potential fuel load. So next year into a El Nino, it will be like watching the fire app all the time again. And there's also fire bans now. Victoria has fire bans since the 1st of October, I think. That's in spring where it starts, and yeah, um, being a very wet year and a cold morning. I think it was 6 degrees last night. It is good that there's a fire ban, but it's also cold. You can't warm yourself if you don't have a buddy heater or anything else to get warm quickly. But yeah, that's camping, and that's makes nature beautiful, but also um, watch your health and don't get caught out in really cold conditions without the right gear.
So the antibiotics are nearly finished. I think I have 2 pills left, so yeah, I feel much better. Yeah, we stay here till tomorrow, and then we go to our next camping place. Yeah, we try to go along the river because we need to do some washing. Yeah, and maybe a shower. Yeah, it's a nice spot here. We see nobody all the days we are here, so that's good. Yeah, nice and quiet. So I could rest well, have small walks. Yeah, I was already tired by a little climb, 500 meters. Yeah, oh well, I'm glad I feel better. Take you with me up the hill, the last little bit. Oh man, you can't camp here on top of the hill. No, no way. I'll show you. All puddles. Yeah, good for the mosquitoes. Yum. Nah, we're leaving tomorrow, so it's getting even colder than at December. Oh well, maybe it's normal. I don't know. And you can put extra clothes on with the cold. So I prefer cold better than the heat. Yeah, this is the top. Nearly the top. Yeah, but the end of the path.
Next stop in Victoria was Big River State Forest, along the Big River, at a campsite called Dairy Flat. It was still rainy and very cold at the start of the meteorological Australian summer, so after finding several slightly warm fire pits when most weekendlanders had left and plenty of firewood next to the designated pits, we were delighted that the total fire bans were not for this particular area if the designated concrete fire pits were used. Very welcome news after our common sense already suspected it was allowed during the current weather conditions. Typical day here in the bush. when we have a bit of good weather and running water, as in a river, we sort of tend to do the wash. I've been escaping it today. Nah, normally we do it together. I sort of rinse it dry, rinse it and dry, like squeeze to dry. But yeah, we both had a nice dip in the river, so I'll take you in a minute. Everything's drying up. We got solar going for the fridge and all the other power. The blankets on the hood and the other solar is going. We always turn the rooftop tent to the north if we can, where there's rays of sunlight coming through the trees, with a fire pit in the middle. Look at that. This is wood from the previous occupants of this spot. I'll take you to the river. Man, this is like utopia here in Victoria. Look, you could stand on a big rock and you're sort of in the middle of a stream here. We can fill the lifesaver and make water. We can wash, do the wash, throw the water on the soil there. We got biodegradable soap, so that will degrade on the soil. We normally spit like toothpaste and everything in the holes of the fire, because that will neutralize the acid and or salts in the toothpaste. But yeah, take care of this river, but also use it while it's flowing like this. Oh, it's actually a creek that goes to the Yarra, that goes through Melbourne. But man, what more do you want? It is beautiful here. We have been to so many of these free spots, it's not funny. I mean, they're there, out there in Australia. If you know how to find them. Enjoying yourself, Roxy? Pretty sure she does. They're lazy, the two dogs. Yeah. Love this spot, hey?
Yeah, it's a lovely spot, hey? Nobody here.
There's Joy.
I think Joy loves it too.
Yeah. Always blocking the entrance to the car with her big body. The lifesaver is dripping water into the storage containers. It's pretty slow filtering the water even further, because it's pretty nice when you scoop it out of the creek, but just in case we filter it even further. And we got all day, so no worries there. We've got puddles here and there. That is utopia to the muzzies, but yeah, with repellent, it's doable. After dinner, it's always dishes, of course. But here it's actually fun to do the dishes. We got metal plates for that purpose. Basically we don't use soap in here. We dry it with paper towels. So if there's anything left on it, we can basically wipe it off. Yeah, if you have running water, this is a breeze as well. Isn't it, Monica?
It's great, yeah. It's cold, eh? Hey?
Oh, it's not too bad. And if you got a rock like this in the water, we had a couple of places where we could basically stand on a rock and do the dishes, so that's ideal, isn't it?
Yeah. Handy.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's done. Normally you're struggling for water, enough water to do the dishes, but if you're remote and you only got 80 litres, still got to clean.
Is it done now?
Yes,
Good.
alright.
And then you find a toilet in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. I don't want to look in there. No, I don't want to open it.
Our camp from the entry road near the creek. Nice tracks to explore here.
Those two are mine.
Okay. Rook's Place Chicken. There's no car coming, so. The point where Frenchman Spur and Eli Road interconnect. Look at those beautiful ferns. Take you a bit closer. And that concludes our time at Dairy Flat. Join us next time where we visit Lake Eildon and Jones Camp.